Imagine if there was a classic synthesizer chorus, but recreated in a guitar pedal. How awesome would that be? Oh, look at that. The JUNE-60 from TC Electronic. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. This just came today. Quick start guide. Instructions. Oh, won't need them. Lovely, lovely, lovely. There we go. JUNE-60 chorus. Now that pedal, that foot switch doesn't click. Okay. I mean, doesn't it say? I'm not saying it doesn't work. But chorus 1, chorus 2, mono, stereo. I think they're real wooden sides. Yeah. Was that an aluminium pedal with nice wooden cheeks? 9 volt, 100 milliamps in. Input mono, output mono or stereo. So if you feed it a mono synth, a mono synth, can I get a stereo out? Interesting. Yeah, okay. Nice, isn't it? So I'm going to be testing the JUNE-60 on the Model D. All right. I've got a little ARP going into the Model D over there. I'm just coming out of the Model D into the JUNE-60 and then essentially into the mixer, but via a little split mix thing there. Let's just put a bit of reverb on it. Sounds a bit nicer, doesn't it? Now what we don't know is we don't know if we've engaged the pedal or not, because there's no on and off light, and the foot switch doesn't click, so I don't like that really. So I don't know if that's on. Anyway, I think that's on. Don't know, do we? So let's try mode 1. So that's pedal engaged, pedal disengaged. So it does work. It just doesn't have that click kind of sound. 2 on its own, and 1 and 2 together. Liking the, I can't see what setting I'm at. Yeah, the sort of ramping sawtooth. Just that's where we are. Yeah, I like that. I like that a lot. Let's just get the there we go. Without. It almost sounds like there's some kind of odd phasing effect going on when you've got the two, sort of 1 and 2 on. That sounds nice in the bass. We've put into stereo mode. I'm not really sure what's going to happen. Yeah, so stereo doesn't do anything, but then it you know, if it's going into a mono source, it does know what to do with the stereo. But potentially you could, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna have to think about what to do with this, with the stereo mode, and how you could split the signal off. Maybe. Interesting. It's a super simple pedal. Sounds good on a mono synth. Well, sounds good on the Model D. I don't like the fact that you can't see that the foot switch is engaged, but I guess no, maybe that does make sense, because you're never going to have the foot switch engaged and one of these yellow buttons switched off. So I suppose that does make sense. Also, I don't like the fact that the foot switch, although it feels really sturdy, it doesn't feel like it's latching. So if you're doing that with your foot, I guess you're just going to have to rely on these indicator lights here. Right. So there we go. As chorus pedals go, perhaps one of the simplest chorus pedals you can get. No wet dry amount, no latching on the foot switch. Does sound good though. Does sound good. I don't know how authentic it sounds. I mean, it's a copy of a Moog from Behringer, put through a copy of a Roland chorus from TC Electronic. I don't know how authentic that should be sounding. Definitely gives a nice timbre to that Model D. So what I'd like to do is compare it to the small clone. I think that would be a good fair comparison. Put some guitar through it, maybe a guitar through a guitar pedal. Imagine that, and then also compare it to the VST emulation that I've got on this Mac. Right, let's call it a day for this one. Keep it nice and short. I like it. It's a super simple chorus pedal. I was just powering it with a standard guitar pedal 9-volt adapter thingy. Don't need any special adapter there. It's just a straight. I mean, I was using a a Boss one, but I guess any power supply will do it. I mean, I think these are real wood cheeks, which gives it a really nice look. I mean, if I compare it to the Vibraclone, I kind of look at the Vibraclone. I'm kind of like, I'm kind of missing those those wooden cheeks on the Vibraclone, but they're kind of, you can see that they're coming from the same, same vibe going on. It'd be interesting to hear what the Vibraclone sounds like on the Model D. What was that? So there we go. That's the JUNE-60 first test on the Model D. We'll do some more testing this week. We'll get the guitar out, maybe a bass guitar. Be interesting to hear what it makes of the modular synth. Yeah, these come in at 45, 50 pounds, dollars, euros, depending on where you are in the world. That's a pretty good price, right, for a good solid pedal. I mean, it's a bit of a one-trick pony. It just recreates that old Roland chorus. It's sort of super basic, super simple. But that's a nice unit for like a sort of 45 quid. I mean, that's kind of Amazon kind of basics kind of price in it. But you're getting like a TC electronic pedal, so that's probably a pretty good buy. All right, there we go. We'll leave it there for today. If you're new here, welcome. We do a lot of this kind of stuff here, mess around with synths and guitars, and sampling. All right, cheers folks, take care.